Hey guys, welcome back. Kit is back here actually. I closed my stream a bit early today, so around 10:30 I have closed my stream around the morning session, and around this PM session I just came. I don't know why I came. It's nothing to do. I didn't go and outside. Actually, I didn't go outside. I just closed the stream and then my uncle called me and he told that I don't need to go outside. Okay, so and he didn't start the stream at all. Watching this price. I know that some of you has maybe taken this buy from here, though it was not a valid buy. But yeah, if you have taken that buy, congratulations for that 63 handle. I was watching this market. I was watching this high. If it can be shift the market here, so I was watching this candle, which didn't shift the market. Instead, made the exactly same highs over here. If it could go one tick above that high, maybe I would be able to take some kind of trade around here. As it was not a valid market structure shift here, I didn't go for this type of trade, or it was not valid to me. But if you have taken that trade, congratulations, brother. Very much congratulations to you. I don't look for this type of trade. And this was the market structure which was inside the lunch hour. I'm also not interested to take the entry around the lunch hour. My trade should be happen in between 12:50 to 3:45. So I have just marked this one, didn't take this trade, or didn't, let's see, actually didn't push the button. I didn't push the button. My only button was here. I didn't push this button as well. Even though it has provided 22, 22, 25 and something like that, I still didn't go for that. By the way, let me know who is here. I really do love to know if anyone is here or not, okay? I can see someone is here actually. Vin, good afternoon, brother. Any suggestion from ICT on contract expiration week? Like when can we trade tomorrow? Man, contract has already changed, so there is nothing wrong to trade. Anytime you can trade if you want. There was a problem to the second Monday. Second week Monday is a bit difficult to trade, but second after the week Monday, like 19th of the September is the expiration, but most of the people has already switched their contract to NQZ. So in my opinion, just my opinion, you can trade anytime you want. There is nothing to worry about the contract change anymore. Hey Gangjam, how are you, man? I missed you around the morning session. I didn't see any comment from you around the morning session. I hope everything is cool, gang. Abhimanyu, now only I thinking about you, bro. Love. Hey, Abhimanyu, thank you so much, man. It's a great compliment for me, man. Thank you so much. And Adalishik, hi Chitu, look at the 1133 sniper line. This is the magic. Man, I love sniper line. I have already told a lot of times. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Outside of ICT concepts, outside something ICT, if I like, that is sniper line. This guy Baragan has introduced the best thing ever in my life. The sniper line, it is awesome, in my opinion. So you guys can just study that sniper line and you guys can go for that sniper line. Okay. I just don't have the opportunity right now. I think my expiration of the yearly yearly subscription will end around December. After the December, I'll try to buy the premium one so that I will be able to go to the sub 1 minute chart. Depends actually, brother. In my opinion, fake SMT higher. This inversion fabric touched in lunch hours, so don't like it. Could be repriced. However, higher is profit breaker if they close on a same field. Lot of things, brother. Kuba, how was your trading? Just let me know that. Walaikum salam, stocks. I just got a home from work. I'm one trade away from funded, bro. Let's do it. Around the morning session we have better opportunity, but still until this line is not traded, I would love to go for a trade. Okay, so let's see if there is anything actually. So far, okay, perfect. Still I'll go for this trade. Let's see if this market can leave some fair value cap over here. Okay, no fair value cap. If there was a fair value cap, I would try to take this buy. Actually, there is no fair value cap, no buy for me. We'll wait. We'll wait a bit more. If there was a fair value gap, I would go for this trade. Gangjong just saw ICT video. My God, that guy was so chill. It's true, man. He's so chill. Can you explain why that candle is not valid message? Because that didn't meet the requirement. That didn't make the requirement. The first requirement, it has to be a swing high. It's not a swing high. It's just sideways. This market was falling. See, this is falling, and this is just falling. No swing. See, this is a swing. Look over here. This is a swing. That is a swing. This is a swing. Swing low. Here, swing low. Swing high. Swing high. Swing low. But look here. You can't mark this like this way. Like there is a pyramid or something like that. You can't see that as a pyramid. Look over here. This is a pyramid. 1, 2, 3. Pyramid. 1, 2, 3. Pyramid. But this one, you can't mark it as a pyramid. I have no idea how to explain the swing. It's not a swing. So as it is not a swing, it's not a high that is valid for shifting market structure. Market doesn't even need the market structure shift, but I need the market structure shift for betterment myself. You logged out when I logged in this morning. Oh, okay, so it was mistiming, I guess. So did you trade around the morning session, Gangjam? Make a video on sniper line. We have a video already where Baragan has explained the sniper line, brother. Aris, good afternoon, brother. Kuba, thanks for that penguin, man. Today something changed. See more possibilities. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. More possibilities. So let's see if it can give me some more entry opportunities. I will talk about this price action after a bit. First, let me read your comment first. Good afternoon, RS. Upgrade your subscription to monthly, then in Black Friday, renew it for discount price. I have the yearly subscription, so the yearly subscription will end around December. In the meantime, if I get the Black Friday, I will try to buy the next subscription, yearly subscription. But this day is red. Why this day is red, man? Should be so chill day. We got 70 handle around the morning session. I'm waiting to fill on a sand field around 12:32. No price action is valid inside the lunch hour. So the price in between 11:30. Where is 11:30? In between 11:30 to 12:50. I don't have any relationship with this price action. I have marked this setup, but remember this is not a valid setup. I didn't push the button. This was the morning trade. I didn't push the button over here. I was just watching it. Okay, it was a very nice setup to me, but as it was inside the lunch hour, I didn't take this trade. So I just let this go. I have no problem to let the trade go if the time is not aligned with my uh, idea or with my expectation. Can anyone share the video link on Sniper Line? Nobody is able to share it here, Muhammad Umar. If you go to the Discord, you will find that through the Discord, okay? Muhammad Umar. If Mahdi is here, he would be able to share it, but as Mahdi is not here, nobody is able to share the link. Okay, whatever. Let me come to the point where I was from the morning session. If you remember, that was the fair value gap from the hourly chart. I told that until this fair value gap is not broken from the hourly chart, I'm not bearish. Even if it is broken, maybe I will not take the sell because I am bullish until this line, which is the blue line. Until that line, I'm extremely bullish. That was the fair value gap. I marked it as the inversion fair value gap while the market was here. It was trading. That was the specific candle. I marked it as an inverse gap, not as an hindsight. So my idea was this market will go through this fair value gap, then it will come back again to this inversion fair value gap, and then it will go for the blue line over here. That was my idea over here. So as you can see, this market came to this inversion fair value gap around the morning session. Okay, so why this one is the best inversion fair value gap? Because it has built this gap, trade this gap, took the liquidity. That means this swing low has been cleared. This is called the perfect best inversion fair value gap, in my opinion. It went through this, come back again to this inversion fair value gap, made the SMT with ES. You can see this low and that low. Same here. an SMT. Now, some of you can ask me about the fake SMT and the real SMT. There is nothing fake or real here as the market is around the all-time high. Trade that inversion parabolic gap. Now, I believe it is going for that blue line. That is all from the 15-minute chart. So there is nothing to worry about that. Everything was planned. Everything has been planned before even starting the morning session. That is why I told you, please focus over here when I'm explaining the price action. If you focus while I'm explaining the price action, I promise you, brother, that is your learning area. That is your growing area. You will grow over there. 100% you will grow. Okay. So if you were there with me, you already know that how it is going to happen. So now, until this line is not been traded, I am bullish. If it has been traded, I would start to look for sell. As it didn't trade it, I'm waiting here to look for a buying opportunity. I'm going to remove this one because again, this setup was not valid, even though this was valid. Okay, this was so beautiful. Liquidity taken, market structure shift, entry fair value gap, a very specific fair value gap, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. There is no other gap that is valid. Okay, there is no other gap. Now you can say whether there is a gap. Okay, something I don't know, kind of maybe quantic gap or something like that. Whatever it is, I don't look this type of gap as my gap. I always look for beautiful gap. For example, here this gap is so beautiful. This gap is so beautiful. There is no other gap in between these two gap. Entry fair value gap, that should be my entry. I have to cover the breakaway gap. Yes, I wouldn't go for example, it is inside the session. I wouldn't go for that because you can see it's 24 handle. I would try to take my entry from a bit below so that I can make it 20 handle at least. Okay. So otherwise, I wouldn't go for this trade. This is the way from here to until this last parallel gap. You can see to the low of this last parallel gap is kind of 25 handle. That will be my first partial, and then I would hold my trade until this buy side liquidity, which is an obvious liquidity. This high has been cleared over here by a shallow run. That means the wick has taken the high, but body didn't close above this high. It is called obvious liquidity. After making the obvious liquidity, most of the time market worked opposite side, made the obvious liquidity, fall, did all the unfinished business here. That means trade that inverse gap. Everything is done, started to go higher. I don't want to see it will keep going higher and take that buy side liquidity. If it do that, I will miss this trade or the opportunity. So I want to see it will respect this last fair value gap and then it will fall a bit more. Then it will make another fair value gap from any of this fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. Any of this fair value gap will, this market will come. It can be here, that gap or that gap. Any of this gap will create another opportunity, or at least it will fall for this order block line. See this order block, it will come until this order block, then it will make a bullish setup to me. If it do that, I'll be able to enter into this market. I'm not interested to enter into the market while it is the lunch hour. Now you can say, brother, of course we can trade this one because this is so beautiful. First rules, then entry. Rules, if you would love to follow the rules, the most important thing is time. First time, then price. ICT keeps saying that. Okay, I don't know how many times he has like talked about that. First time, then price. This is inside the lunch hour. No trade is valid inside the lunch hour. You would love to take this on, man, it's your choice. I'm not interested to trade in between 11:30 to 12:50. While this market will come around 12:50, I will start to look for my buying opportunity or whatever it is, my target is. Okay. So right now, this is the last parabolic market is trading. I want to see it will fall a bit, then it will start to make a buy setup. The same thing happened around the morning session. Remember, it came to this area, last parabolic gap, then respected, come here, then went higher. I want to see the same thing over here. The last parabolic gap will respect it. This market will fall. Everyone will start to think, wow, this is a very nice sell setup. Take the sell. And then this market will work either this parabolic gap or that parabolic gap. More importantly, the order block. Any of this level will be traded, and then this market will start to go higher again for that standard deviation level. If it doesn't do that, instead keep going higher. That means I have no opportunity to take the buy. Instead, I would start to look for sell while this market will come. There I will start to look for sell again. If it doesn't give me the buying opportunity, it will give me the selling opportunity. Any of this will happen. Until then, I will waiting. I'll be waiting over here. That was an opportunity to me, though it was not a perfect setup. First of all, the reason is these two highs are the exact highs I mean, exact highs I don't like to mark as a market structure shift. But even though this was the market structure shift, there was no parallel gap, so there was no buy to me. If you say there is a parallel gap, you can go for the buy. I have no problem, but I'm not interested to take the buy as there is no parallel gap. If there was a parallel gap, I would be in this trade already. I want to see it will fall a bit more and then it will start to go higher. This is my whole plan for this PM session. But before starting the PM session or finishing everything, I would love to request you, do your own trading. If you are here, just enjoy the live. That's all. Don't wait for me. Just just do your own trading. That's all, brother. Plan your trade, then implement your execute. Without plan, don't push the button. And guys, please make sure that you have joined to the poll. I really would love to see how many people are in green. Gray means break even, okay? So that means you didn't take any trade or maybe you are around the break even. So no red, no green, just in break even. Please join to this poll. By the way, if is there anyone who is actually trading right now? I mean, who is in a trade right now? Without coming to this gap or that gap, if it start to go higher, I'm not interested to trade this market. No pushing button is valid to me. It has to reach either of this gap, this one or that one, before going higher. And guys, please leave the like button. Without pushing the like button, please don't stay over here. Okay, so please make sure that you have pushed the like button. Why I keep asking for the likes? Because more people will know about our channel if you guys actually push the like button. I am from Bangladesh. I'm not, my mother language is not English. And I'm not a girl, so I don't get the boost up or low push up from ICT himself. All of these things made me helpless. So I really ask you guys to help me a bit. I'm not asking your money, I'm not asking anything else from you, just the like button. This is all I want from you guys. If you push the like button, then the YouTube algorithm, like they will work a bit, and then I will get some kind of boost, something like that. People will know about this channel. I'm purely trying to give you the knowledge which I have. I'm showing you how to be patient. Just not saying be patient, wait for your perfect setup. No, I'm literally showing you how to wait for the setup. I'm literally showing it to you. Can you go for any type of trade, man? I have done a lot of things. If you had, if you were with me like yesterday's PM session around the Discord live, you have seen that I don't need to wait for the setup. I can trade anywhere I want. But it doesn't mean that I should do that. Most of you are new, right? Most of you have the experience like 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, maybe 1 year experience of ICT concepts. And these concepts is very difficult. Right now, you have seen that ICT has posted 2 video. Over there, he has talked about a lot about the quadrant level. So this seems like very easy when you are watching ICT himself. But when you will try to implement those information to your chart, you will face a lot of problem. I know that I have faced a lot of problem. At the beginning, I was thinking, how can I be so accurate? Later, day by day, I grow myself. And that is the thing I'm trying to explain you. All the price action has been explained around the morning session, that it is going to happen like that way. Exactly like that way. It is going to happen. We have explained that. Yesterday's session, like it will go higher. That has been explained by the before even the market open. Everything has been explained. So we knew what is going to happen. We just waited for the setup, then we go for the trade. That's why we get the boom, 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 boom. I'm literally trying to share it with you guys. That's all. I really appreciate if you push the like button. Like 53 people are watching. How many likes did I get? Okay, 23 likes. Thank you. At least 23 likes. Now this market came to this gap. More importantly, okay, it didn't actually trade the order block. That would be the best if it could trade the order block. But whatever, if it provide me a buying opportunity now, I'm good to go for the buy. Why? Because market has traded the higher time frame. Higher time frame is your parents. 1 minute chart is the child. You can't depend on 1 minute chart. You have to have the higher time frame, the parents. If the parents are with the child, they are safe. But if you let the child go away by themselves to cross the road, to go somewhere, you will be always worried about your child because they are their child. But if the parents are with them, they're safe. So always think or treat the 1 minute chart as your child, 15 minute or hourly chart as your parents, and then add both of them to take your entry, to let the child go, let the child run into the field because they're safe. You are with them. Rejecting last CB. Yeah, that is the last parabolic cap. I was expecting it will react from there and it will come any of this parabolic cap I have marked from 15 minute chart. Your English is awesome. I know, man, my English is so bad. But thank you, man. Thanks for that compliment. Okay, now it has traded the order block from 15 minute chart. This is the down close body close candle. We just traded the inverse gap. It's my order block that has been traded. I'm really so happy now. If any buying opportunity now, I'll go for that. How do you know that it will provide you the buying opportunity from this gap, or it will provide you the buying opportunity from that gap? How do you know that? It's a very simple question, right? How do you know that which gap will be traded, from the upper gap or from the lower gap? Anyone has this question in your mind? How do you know which one will be traded, and how do I know that now I can go for the buy? Is there anyone who has this question in your mind? Because I talk too much, I have to ask you the question. If you have that question in your mind, I'll reply you. Come on, come on, do you want Friday night? Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. Okay, Aris, you have that question. Let me see if anyone else has that question in their mind. How do you know that which gap will be traded? The entry gap or the last gap? Which one will be traded? How do you know that? How can you so confirm that it will trade this gap? How do you know that so confirmly that it will be traded, not the setup market is going higher from this gap? Instead of this gap, it will come to that gap. How do you know that? Win all the time. Liquidity in the MSS. Absolutely, brother. Nobody knows that. Which gap will be traded? Now, there is an opportunity actually. For example, here we had the opportunity around this area. If you remember around the morning session, the way I explained the area, I showed you the premium gap and the discount fair value gap. It actually happened when the market is coming from the discount and I'm looking for the buy. Then it is possible to predict which gap will be traded. But when the market is around the premium and I'm looking for a buy, it's nearly impossible to predict which gap will be traded first before going higher. Or even both of these gap will be broken and market will keep falling on top. So what you will do, you will start to look for an opportunity. When it came first to this gap and there is a setup, I will go for that buy with so much confidence that it is not coming to this gap anymore and instead coming to this gap, it will take that buy side liquidity or it will reach to my level where I'm expecting. Now, when it has came here, there is no setup. That means you are not taking any trade. You are ready to go for the trade, but there is no setup. You are not taking the trade. You are letting the market decide, is it really would love to go from here or it wants to come here, then would love to go higher. So you will let the market decide where it wants to go. For example, it didn't make the setup here. Instead, it came to this gap and then make the setup. So the setup will decide which gap will be traded. The setup will decide that. Nobody knows that which one will be traded first. It is possible to predict if the market is coming from very premium and you are looking for a selling opportunity, then it is possible. But if you are looking for a buy and the market is already around the premium area, no, it's not possible to predict which gap will be traded before going higher. Hey Jinshit, how are you, brother? I hate no wick candle, 15 minute no wick, so I want to see traded 50 traded second 15 minute fair value gap. Didn't understand, brother. I don't know what you are talking about. I think you are talking about this 15-minute candle doesn't have any wick, so it will actually trade that low from 15-minute chart, something like that, brother. Now perfect breaker after one C unfilled. Okay, Kuba, I have already told you one thing. Any price action in between 11:30 to 12:50 is not valuable to me. I'm seeing that the market has closed around 11:30 and it has reopened around 12:50. In between this area, no price action. So I'm not using any confluences or consequences from the lunch hour. No consequences is valuable to me from the lunch hour. Now look, it came to this gap. That means this gap doesn't have any value anymore. So I'm going to remove it and would love to see if it can build a bullish setup from here. If it doesn't do that, instead if it break that gap, this gap and keep falling, what does it mean? That means no opportunity, no trade. Just stay still over there. Don't go for any kind of trade. Wait. It will keep falling, brother. It is not going higher. I will do nothing. Remember in the morning session when the market was falling, did I do anything to that all fall? No, nothing. I don't need to do anything. If it went against my understanding, against my idea, I don't need to trade over there. But if it give me the opportunity toward my direction, I will go for that without any kind of hesitation. If there is anyone who is in a trade, let us know. We really would love to celebrate your boom with you, brother. Come on, let me on. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. On you, babe. This is the hardest period of trading, waiting for the setup. Remember, 90% waiting, 10% execution or doing something. 90% is actually waiting for the setup. If you can do that, most of the time you will be happy with your result. If you can't wait, instead you are impulsive and you would love to push the button, most of the time you will regret and you will ask yourself why I did push the button. I shouldn't go for this trade. You will always regret. It's always better to wait rather than regret. Any kind of setup, brother. Any kind of setup is better. I mean, whatever setup you love to use, if that is over there, go for that. Any setup is good. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor, on you, baby, on you. Do you have some schedule of this PM live? Do you have some schedule of this PM? No, I don't have any schedule. I just randomly came here. I didn't have any plan to come. I just came. Yes, that is inside the order block. I'm patiently waiting for my setup. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. If I get it, I'll go for that. Of course, the order block has the power, man. But I'm more interested to look for this fair value gap. It is more stronger to me. I don't want to see any body close from 15-minute chart below this gap. Yeah, it can come until this last fair value gap from 1 minute chart, then it can come back again inside this gap and closed inside this gap. That could be happen, but no body should close below this gap. When you feel afraid by seeing this opposite run, and you start to think about the sell, in the same time, I feel better because I will have a better opportunity to take the buy until this area. Why? If it keep going higher over here, I knew that I won't be able to enter into this market from there. I was not able to do that. As the market has fallen, that means now it is in discount as well, and I am more able to take the buy from here with so much confidence that it will give me the boom. At least if even if it doesn't come here, I'll be able to take the partial and I will be able to close my trade in a certain level. So I feel very happy when I see the opposite run around the morning session. Remember, when it has fallen, I feel more beautiful. I feel more confident to take the buy because it went too far from my target. Same thing here. If I'm wrong and this market keep falling, what is going to happen? What I'm going to lose? Nothing. Simply, I'm just going to lose nothing. I'll let him fall. No problem with that. Matteo sitting at 7.75 of range. Which range, brother? I guess you are talking about here. Okay. Yep. So true. Why do you need that, Sachin? When you have the minus one body to body, which is more stronger than the week to week, why do you need that week to week now? If the body to body is broken, then you can look for week to week because the body to body is already broken. But when the body to body is still working and market even didn't reach until minus 1.5 standard deviation, you don't need the week to week. Of course, you can mark those levels if you want prematurely, but you don't need to think about them. Same question to you, Singh, buy or sell? Cuba 24733.75. 23,74733. 33.75. That is the sniper line. So that is specific setup, right? I actually forgot to ask you. Ask you guys where is the sniper line. I really forgot. I was thinking about it, but I forgot. Thank you, brother, for telling me the sniper line. Let's see if it can work from the sniper line and provide the entry actually. Or stop loss has to be below this low, if I'm not wrong, and partial has to be around 20 handle. That has to be partial, and then you can hold your trade as long as you want. The sell is only valid if this market from daily chart make a daily bearish fair value gap, trade that daily bearish fair value gap. After trading that daily bearish fair value gap, it has taken the most recent swing low by body close, then and only then the sell is valid. Otherwise, if this market come to this line and start to respect this line, the sell is valid from that line. Until then, no sell is valid, at least not to me. I will not take any kind of sell. You own me. Thank you, man. I forgot to ask about the sniper line, by the way. Yep, for that, I have already watched you started aviation guideline video, but last time we had given them importance. Of course, they are important, brother. I mean, week to week level are also important. But as the market even didn't reach until the minus 1.5 standard deviation from body to body, I don't need to mark the week to week. If that minus 1.5 has been broken, I could go for the week to week. As it didn't, I don't need to worry about the week to week right now. I can mark them or I can leave the line over there, but for later implement. Okay, so maybe as an people will see this as an hindsight, they will not see that that was marked as an hindsight, something like that. So you can keep them on your chart, but give the most priority to the minus 1.5 standard deviation and minus 2.5 standard deviation. That is the most important line. Gap is almost broken, so I believe that it will be broken. I don't need this gap. That gap was the highest probability for me to look for the buy. But as it went more discount, I have no problem to think about the buy from here as well. It is also trading this gap from the 15-minute chart. So I have nothing to wrong over here. Think about a buy. Those people who love to trade through the sniper line, make sure that you have taken the partial over here. 20 handle, you have taken the partial. So please don't forget to take the partial around 20 handle from the sniper line entries. I really love this concept because it worked so beautifully. And this sniper line came from this setup, which was a perfect setup. Market structure shift after taking the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, and then this all the sniper line. Now, I'm not sure about that, but Kuba told me this is the sniper line, so I'm just going to believe him. Okay, but you guys can go to your 30-second chart and mark the sniper line by yourself. So most probably it will give me 20 handle. As I'm not a sniper line trader right now, I'm not going to push the button, but I'm just marked it to you so that if anyone any of you are actually trading the sniper line, you will be able to take the partial and you will be able to put the stop loss in a certain level. No need to afraid of this little fall. It can happen, this type of fall. There is nothing to worry about that. And I believe that my 22 YT model is coming. Okay, this swing high is valid for shifting market structure. I know some of you will say why it is valid for shifting market structure. It has traded the volume imbalance. If I'm not wrong, yeah, it has traded the volume imbalance, and I will use this high for shifting my market structure using the volume imbalance. Yes, sir, and I will try to take the buy if I get the opportunity. Those people who took the buy from the sniper line, please make sure you have taken the partial here. And if you have observed the sniper line, then take the buy. Otherwise, just don't push the button. Please, it's a request. Whoever is looking for sell, if you have found the selling opportunity, go for the sell. I will only take the buy. I'm not interested to look for the sell. It's not the swing high. I repeat, it's not a swing high. You can't mark it as a pyramid. Can you see it? It is not like a pyramid. It's a pyramid. Look over here. It's a pyramid. Okay, something like that. It's not a pyramid. It's just the sideways candle. One candle has a longer wick. If you want to use it, please go for it. But it's not a swing high. It's not even a swing high. First, it has to be a swing high. For now, I will just remove this box for the sniper line entry. But you guys just remember, if it come here and if you have taken the entry from the sniper line, you have taken the partial over here. I'll wait for the opportunity. Whoever is looking for sell, please go for that. If you found any selling opportunity, go for it. Ego traders, it's going to break lower. Then take the sell, brother. If it breaks lower, take the sell. If you have if you have find any opportunity, take the sell. And if you would love to wait for buying opportunity, then wait for the buy. Whatever you feel good, go for that. Market is heavy. He inverted both 50-minute fair value gap. I don't expect higher price. It's absolutely up to you, brother. I still seeing the better opportunity to look for buy. So still interested to take the buy. If you feel good to take the sell, go for the sell. If there is an opportunity, of course, wait for your opportunity. If there is an opportunity, go for the sell. I still see it seems like a buying opportunity to me. There is nothing that is telling me to look for the sell. So you are watching just this price action, just that price action. Okay, here you are just watching this small price action, and I'm watching a whole price action over here. What is happening? Why this market is doing all of these things? Just kind of making the liquidity, engineering the liquidity. It's just engineering the liquidity. See this inverse gap, one of the strongest gap. Also the hourly bullish fair value gap. Both of them are sitting over here. There is still nothing that is telling me please go for the sell. It is still telling me go for the buy, go for the buy, go for the buy. So I'm watching the whole picture over here. But if you feel good to take the sell, go for that, man. I'm not forcing anyone, by the way. Still now I didn't get the market structure shift. If the market structure shift not happen, I'm not going to take the entry. That's for sure. Okay. Okay. Now I got the market structure shift. I need to take the entry now. If this parallel gap is valid, I'll take the buy from this gap. If it leave this parallel gap over here, there, suppose here. Again, if there is no parallel gap, I'm not going to take this trade. Those people who took the buy from the sniper line, make sure that you have taken the partial over here. If any of you has taken the entry from the sniper line, please take the partial over here. It's a request to all of you. It's not my rules. It's Paragon himself told that you have to take the partial around 20 handle. Okay. I'll look for 5 candle to see if it can come to this gap. If within 5 candle, if it come to this gap, I'll take this buy. If it doesn't, I'm not taking this buy. I'm not asking any of you to copy this trade because you are thinking this is a bearish market. You would love to take sell, go for it, but don't copy my trade. I feel good with a perfect setup. I'm going to take this trade if it provide me the opportunity, by the way. So one candle, within next 4 candle it has to give me the entry. By the way, I'll put it a bit lower here. There, 16 handle. If it doesn't provide me the entry within 5 candle, I will not take this trade. I'll let this go. Please go for that, man. If you would love to take the sell, please go for it. I'm not asking any of you to go for the buy with me. Whatever you feel good, go for that. Hey, simple and easy cooking trading, brother. I'm trying to explain the price action with my highest knowledge, okay, with my highest effort. Your job is to take the notes and just believe me for sometimes. You are not here to push the button. I'm taking the buy, so you will take the buy. Don't do that. You try to understand why I'm talking about the buy. Why not sell? Even after seeing all of this fall, I'm not switching my bias. I'm keep waiting for the buying opportunity. Why is that? And what is that is giving me the buying opportunity? Okay, so everything is important. So please focus over there. You'll learn for sure. I can promise you. You'll learn for sure. I took the buy. I didn't get the opportunity yet, brother. So I will wait for 5 candle maximum to take that entry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The best is to give the entry within 3 candle. Get this trade, and my partial will be here around 20 candle. I'll take the partial. I'll try to take the partial. Stop loss is below this low, which has cleared the liquidity. I found my setup. I took my setup. Sorry, I took my trade. If it doesn't work, if it will work, I don't care about that. It's always best if I can find the entry within 3 candle. 1, 2, 3. That is the best case of scenario. And Kuba, can you please tell me where is the sniper line to this setup? I got a stripped out. Didn't work. Waited for the perfect setup. Got the perfect setup. Did not work. Still happy. 16 handle. Okay. We'll wait for the next buying opportunity again. We have the video already inside the study folder. You can watch them, brother. It is more helpful, I think. Just watch the video from the study folder. Everything you need, it is over there. First, I have to ask you why 50-minute swing low is important to you. I was afraid of this type of situation that it can tap to the high of this gap. That's why I put my stop loss just a bit below of this area. But I can see that okay, my stop loss has to be little more lower. But it's okay. I'll take my re-entry. I'm absolutely okay with that. This can happen. I had the idea. That is why I switched my stop loss from here just a bit below. You can see it just stopped me out, then it started to go higher. Just bad luck. It could do that. I was afraid of that. That's why I put it a bit lower. But unfortunately, it took me to go for the next opportunity. I stopped to trading this type of setup, so I will only wait for the 22 YT model. I'm not going for this type of setup. Okay, that's a good point, brother. But the liquidity taken has been happened already over here. So liquidity has been taken over there. In my opinion, it has already taken the liquidity around this area. It doesn't need to take this low. Even if this is taken, that means this will come until the 50% of this parallel gap, inverse parallel gap, until that area. I believe like that way. So I don't want to see this low will be taken. If this low is taken, the whole idea to take the buy will collapse. This one I just outlined to show you that it's not important for me to wait for the 22 YT model. I'm just interested to go for the 22 YT model. If it is over there, I'll go for the trade. No, I'm not taking any trade. It will work, it will not work. I don't care about them. So I will wait for the setup. And this 22 YT model is not valid anymore because the origin low has been taken. The low is here, that has been cleared over here. So it's not a valid 22 YT model anymore. I have to wait for another 22 YT model. If there is another candle a bit below here, then this swing high will be valid for shifting market structure again. This one. It has to go a bit lower. I mean, kind of below this candle. If it closes below this candle, it will be valid swing high for shifting market structure. Or even if it take that low, that is also best. There is nothing wrong. But it has to show me a swing here. Still now it doesn't look like a swing to me. No, it doesn't look like a swing to me, so I can't use this swing high for shifting market structure. I have to wait for this high for shifting market structure. How much was my loss here? 16 handle, right? So until this line, it's 16 handle. Mitigating the loss is too easy, too easy, too easy. again, I will wait for just 22 IT model. I'm trying to show you how to wait for the model and go for that trade. I was afraid of this type of situation. You have seen that my stop loss, I moved from here to until here. Unfortunately, it just took me. My idea was it will tap to this high and then it will start to go higher. But this little drawdown stopped me out. I'm absolutely okay with that. It doesn't mean that I'm going to change my bias and I'm started to look for the sell. No, no sell is valid. Still, I will look for the buying opportunity. If this high is shifted, I will look for another buying opportunity. See this 16 handle, it has already provided me. Look here, 16 handle has been already provided. So my 16 handle loss could be mitigated over here by that simple order block entry. This is the one of the best order block. Now you will say, as a hindsight, I have marked it. But if you are able to ask the people who are with me around yesterday, while I was taking this type of trade actually, but it was in Discord, so but okay. Still, I didn't get the market structure shift. If I get the market structure shift, I'll go for the trade again. I've got the market structure shift. I'm going to take the entry again. Going to remove the order block trade from this gap. Stop loss below this area. I will move my entry point from here. If it make the entry favorable gap, then to the entry favorable gap. I believe this is the entry favorable gap. Okay, I don't need to move it. Sniper line has been worked perfectly, provided 20 handle partial. So those people who took the entry from the sniper line, make sure that you have taken the partial over here. Within 5 candle, if it come to this gap, I will take the buy again. Within 5 candle, if it come to this entry gap, I will take the buy again. I have the breakaway gap here. And that is the entry favorable gap. This is the breakaway gap. This is the entry favorable gap. Within 5 candle, if it come here, I will take the buy again. If it doesn't come, I'll say, okay, it's just my bad luck. Because here, it shouldn't stop me out, but it has stopped me out. This is just an unfortunate. It has to come back again to this favorable gap within 5 candle. Yeah, Guba, previous sniper line worked perfectly. 100% it has worked so beautifully. By the way, guys, I'm not asking any of you to take that buy. If you feel good to take the sell, go for it. I'm looking for buy. I will wait for my setup. This time it didn't work. I explained why it didn't work. It should support the high. That was the perfect price action. Unfortunately, it went a bit low and took me. Just you can see it took me, then it started to reverse. Sometimes this type of shit happens. One time, I was thinking that to put the stop loss below this line, which is the 50% of the gap. Later, I thought, okay, just it will be safe. Maybe it will be safe, but that was just my unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 candle, it has to take me. And you can see the order block, how it is sending the market higher. Hey Hamad, this sniper line didn't work because the 22 YT model has collapsed. So the sniper line has worked 100%. You can see here from this setup, the stop loss will be 1 tick below this low. That will be the partial, and you can target this buy side liquidity or that line. So sniper line has worked perfectly, but this 22 YT model has been collapsed already. So it has built a new 22 YT model. It has worked. Come on, man, take me. If it doesn't take me here, it doesn't mean that I have lost my opportunity. I'll get more opportunity here. Around this area, I'll get my opportunity. I know that. I believe it. Maybe I'm not able to show you this, but I know that I will get the opportunity here again. I need a sudden move, boom, to take me. 1, 2, 3. This is already the 3 candles, 3 number candles. So within 5 candle, it has to take me. No, no, the current 22 white model has been collapsed because my entry didn't work and it has just collapsed. I wish it will take me, okay? I am praying for that market. Please take me. One, two, three, four. This is the fourth number candle. So by the next candle, it has to take me. This is one of the best order block ever. I have taught this so beautifully before the 22 IT model, which is two time frame order block. And this is one kind of best order block ever. Yeah, Kuba, I have already talked about this order block long time ago. So yeah, this is the last candle. If this candle take me, I'll take this trade. If it doesn't work, I'm not taking this trade. So this is the last candle to enter into this market. Okay, now I'm in and I will try to take the partial around 20 handle. This is the partial level. I'll try to take the partial around 20 handle. And if any of you are able to mark the sniper line, you guys can make the sniper mark the sniper line if you have the opportunity. I need the immediate reaction. One, two, three, four, five. Maximum five candle to take the entry. I got the five candle, I took the entry. Entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. The gap over here. Actually, there is a lot of line. Let me move some line from here. I'm going to remove the sniper line. I'm going to remove the order block. I'm going to keep them. That's it. That's it. What if it doesn't work and it stopped you out? Now, first of all, actually, I put my stop loss here just for the sake of this idea because it should be my stop loss. I feel that I am okay with here. What if it doesn't work? Are you thinking that it is not going to work after seeing this? No, I'm not thinking like that way. Until this market is above this area or around this area, above this low, I'm absolutely okay with that. If it doesn't work, that means two setup didn't work over here. It can happen anytime, anywhere in the market. Anytime it can happen. If I see that I got stopped out around here and market didn't take this low, I'll take re-entry while this market will close above this parallel gap. I'll take re-entry. Why did you put the stop loss over here then? Until here it's 23 handle. I'm not interested to take that 23 handle loss. So I'm good with this 18 handle loss, 18 handle and 2 tick loss, and then I will take re-entry. That is better for me. I will be afraid if and only if this low is taken, because if this low is taken, that means this market will be maybe until the 50% of this inverse gap, and then I'm in a great danger. My whole buying opportunity will be collapsed. Until then, I'm safe. Yeah, of course, I'll move my stop loss whenever I will get the opportunity. I'll move my stop loss, but will not change the bias. That's all. If you ask me, I don't want to see anybody close below the 50% of this gap now. Nobody should close below the 50% of this gap. Here is a gap. It should not close below this dotted line. If it closes below this dotted line, that means it has an possibility to fall for the relatively equal lows and then keep going lower. I don't want to see the body close below this dotted line. I stream around 9 a.m. brother. Any body close below this dotted line is a risky area for me to hold this trade. So if I see the body has closed below this 50%, I will move my stop loss a bit higher. Just look at this breakaway gap 50%. Any body close below the 50% of this gap, I'm at risk. The first time it will close above this fair value gap, which is the entry fair value gap. I'll move my stop loss below this candle, which is going to be the order block, the best order block ever. Just keep watching the PTRS, okay? So body closed below this 50% means it's a low probability. You have the opportunity, trail the stop loss. Body didn't close below this 50%, you are safe. Wait for the body close above the entry fair value gap, then you will have the order block. That means you are safe to put the stop loss below the order block. Now my stop loss will be 2 tick below the order block. I'm trailing my stop loss. I'm not asking any of you to trail the stop loss. So now my stop loss is 13 handle. Okay. Now it's 13 handle. I want to see the body close above the 50% of this gap. This gap. Okay. This gap 50%. I'm just going to mark the line. Nobody close above this 50%. I'm at risk. Still I'm at risk. So it has to close above this 50% line. Why it is important? Because if you are at risk, you will be able to move your stop loss faster so that you will get a smaller loss. And if you get the confluences of the sign, for example, body has closed above this line, what does it mean? That means you are safe. Let the market breathe. You don't need to trail your stop loss too fast. Let the market breathe. Here, this is one of the best order block ever. What is wrong over here? Just that 50% of that entry gap. By the way, the market doesn't look like so good, okay? Unfortunately, this is really so bad price action. Let me mark the 50% of the order block. This is the 50% of that order block, which is the mean threshold. Body close below this line is too dangerous. One body has closed, still okay. The next body has to close above the mean threshold of that order block. Otherwise, I'll get the stop out from 13 handle. I'm not asking any of you to trail the stop loss with me, but I don't feel good to hold the stop loss over here for 18 handle. So I will move it from 18 handle to 13 handle. If it doesn't work, if it really would love to fall, I'll get stopped out by 13 handle, and that is okay with me. If it close above this mean threshold one more time, I'll move my stop loss again. Okay, it didn't give me the opportunity, so I got stopped out with 13 handle. 16 handle loss, 13 handle loss, two loss in a row, and okay with that. Not moving the stop loss instead of that, we'll try to take re-entry if it doesn't take this low. If it takes this low, means I will not be able to enter into this market again. The real stop loss was here. I will keep it over here just to make sure that did I get stopped out because of my trailing stop loss or not. One thing I clearly tell, please don't move the stop loss with me. The stop loss is here. I'll just keep it over here to make sure that was that wrong to trail the stop loss, or I was absolutely okay with that, because this is a perfect setup. The setup is absolutely perfect. The real stop loss has to be below this line. This order block has been collapsed, so I don't need to keep them here. I have to wait for the next opportunity to mark the order block. Now this time I'm not going to push the button because I got stopped out. As I told, please don't move the stop loss. Please don't do that. Don't move your stop loss. But if it closes above this entry gap, that is another re-entry opportunity. You can't wait for the retest this entry gap. You have to push the button wherever the candle will close. You have to push the button over there when the body will close above this entry variable gap. If you got stopped out like me, it is still valid because the setup, the origin low is here. It is not taken yet. Until it is not taken, this entry gap is valid. Market will close above this gap. That is a re-entry opportunity. Kuba perfectly hit sniper line. Well, bro, you either trail stop loss or keep as is for your model. Don't say like it worked after you stopped out by not following the actual stop. It's up to you, brother. I prefer my loss should be smaller. I would love to work with the price action. So I would love to trail my stop loss. I always do that because most of the time it helped me to avoid a lot of huge losses. If you want to trail your stop loss, it's your job. Your stop loss has to be fixed here. It should be fixed here. I am doing my own trading. You do your own. The way you feel good, go for that. Your stop loss has to be there. Your pushing button here. Let this go until the partial, which is for a 20 handle. Let it go. Either it will hit your partial or it will hit your stop loss. Do whatever you want to do. Just don't follow the trailing stop loss because that is my style to trade. Everyone has their own risk management. I think, brother, it's absolutely clear to you. That is my style to trade. So what I do, I take re-entry. After getting stopped out, I will keep re-entry, 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 re-entry. If it doesn't work, come here means I will have no other opportunity to take re-entry. Here I got stopped out. Still, I don't care. Body will close out this. I'll take re-entry over here with so much confidence it will work. I trailed the stop loss and I will keep trailing the stop loss after taking the re-entry as well. That is my style. So you will work with your style, I will work with my style. I'm not here to show you or to tell you that copy trade me. So whatever I'm doing, do the same thing. No, my job is to show you the setup, how to wait for the setup, then take the entry from the setup. Where should be your stop loss? Where should be your target? Where should be your partial? That's all my job. I'm not here to show you the trailing stop loss, how I'm managing my trade. No, it's not my interest to show you, brother. I have, of course, the data. That's why I keep saying that I don't want to change this habit of trailing stop loss. I don't want to have it. I mean, I don't want to change this habit. So it helps me in a longer term. That's why I'm doing that. And I actually prefer to take re-entry. Now here I'm not pushing the button. It's the paper trade. Still, I'm not going to push the button. The body will close one tick above this entry gap. That is my re-entry. Your job to put the stop loss here, wait for the partial, which is 20 handle, at least 20 handle. Until here, you will hold your trade. You took the partial, put your stop loss to the break even. Same thing, man. Hey, Ghost in the Machine, how are you, brother? Can you explain why are you still bullish when 15-minute gap didn't hold? That 15-minute gap was here. The 15-minute gap was the gap to give me an entry opportunity. So this gap will give me the entry, I'll take the buy. This gap will give me the entry, I'll take the buy. This gap will give me the entry, I'll take the buy. They are just for giving me the buying opportunity. They are not for me to change the bias. Why you guys are looking for the smaller time frame? This is just a small time frame. If I go to the hourly chart, you will see nothing over here. Simply there is nothing. Can you see anything over here? Nothing is over here. But if you take a closer look, there is your hourly fair value gap. Look, there is your hourly fair value gap that is holding the market. See, and I'm looking for that line where it should trade that line. So there is nothing that is telling me to look for the sell. I'm looking for the buy. Market came until here. This is the order block. Right now, this market is trading the order block as well as the fair value gap. So it is going higher. There's nothing that is telling me to look for the sell. Why I will look for the sell, brother? Do you understand? Just look for the morning session. There was a bearish fair value gap, right? What did I say? It will work as an inverse gap. So it is working as an inverse gap. We have 1 hour BC also. Yeah, yes, man. That's all. That's all. I'm looking for sell, but it can go sideways. Oh, of course, man. If you're looking for sell, then you should look for selling opportunity. I don't know why, what you can use as your selling opportunity, but of course, you have found the sell. Go for that, man. I'm looking for the buy. First, I have found that market structure shift here. I know that I forced the market just because I have used the volume imbalance for shifting the market structure. But I tried that buy even though my stop loss, I was afraid of this high. It was just a bad decision to me. Okay, just I'll let this go. Find another perfect 22 YT model. Trailed my stop loss, got stopped out. Okay with that. This candle will close. I'm able to take re-entry while it will close above this entry fair value gap. Just remember, I'll put the another buying setup over there. Okay, so that you can understand what I mean. I'm not just pushing the button. If it close one tick above this gap, wherever it will close, that is my entry opportunity. Just let me show you this. You'll understand that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It has closed it there. This candle is my entry, re-entry. Same stop loss, same target for 20 handle partial at least. I believe it will work. Okay, it will be a bit lower actually. 23 handle. I'm not able to do that. So what I'll do, I'll put it below this swing low. Just keep looking. I keep saying don't follow my trailing stop loss because I am good to go for the re-entry. I'm not interested to hold my setup, sorry, stop loss for so long. Instead, I will trail my stop loss. If I get stopped out, I will take re-entry with depending on other conferences or something like that. So if it works, I'm okay with that. For the first time it didn't work, for the second time it didn't work, okay, I'm done. I'm not trading that area anymore. Market never, ever, 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 ever leave this type of clean highs. See this clean highs, it never, ever, ever, ever leave that clean highs. Here is a problem actually. There is a clean lows as well. So my stop loss is not safe here. but I'm not also able to put my stop loss below here. Why? Because it left that swing loss or clean loss. Yeah, what it can do, it can come back again to take that clean loss, and then it can start to go higher. In that type of situation, I have to put my stop loss over here, which is 23 handle. I'm not able to put that 23 handle stop loss around this area. So what I will do, I will leave this low that is not going to be taken, and will put my stop loss over here. I repeat one more time. I have seen this clean low. See, market never leave them. So which one is going to be taken first, this one or that one? If it is going to be taken first, then this market will hit my partial. If it would love to come here to take this low, I will get stopped out around this area. So what I should do, I should put my stop loss here, which I'm not able to do that. So if I am in this trade, I will put my stop loss here by believing that week as well as the breakaway gap 50%, that is going to hold the market and send it higher. If it doesn't work and fall, stop me out because it wants to take that clean loss. I'm okay with that. I will not take that huge risk around this area. I'm telling you the fact over here. Your job is to choose, do you want to go for this trade or not? If you want to go for this trade, do you love to take that huge risk or not? It's up to you, brother. Now, why I talked about these clean highs that market never ever leave them, and why I didn't talk about these clean lows that market will never leave this one. My bias is bullish. I believe this is a bullish market. I believe that it will go higher. Everything is telling me it is the liquidity for later, not for now. It's for later. So that is why I didn't talk about these clean lows over here. I hope my stop loss placement is clear to you here, why I put it over there. By believing that it is going to leave this liquidity for later use, not now. If it wants to come here to take this liquidity, I will get stopped out over here. But that doesn't mean I'll put my stop loss over here, because after clearing this liquidity, if the wick just here, I'll take a 23 handle loss. It's always better to take two entries instead of one big stop loss. So I'll take 14 handle loss, and then I will take another 14 handle loss. It will be moreover 28 handle loss. But if I take one loss, that is 23 handle, no man, I don't support that one. This is not my idea. Here, that was an 18 handle loss. Yeah, I know that I moved my stop loss a bit far, because that was the consecutive order block. I have used this one order block only, so that was my mistake. I agree with that, but it's okay. As I told you, as I'm more interested to take the re-entry. You misread it. What did I misread about trades? I just explain you, brother. My voice can be a bit rude here because I didn't take my dinner. I'm feeling hungry. So it can be sound like I'm rude, but I'm not rude. Okay. I just gave you the answer why the 15-minute gap is broken, and I still am looking for buy, because the market should come to this blue line. That is my idea, that this market will come to this blue line. That is why I'm bullish. So every time it was falling, any kind of bullish period will give me 22 IT model. I'll take that buy. So finally market came here and built the 22 IT model here. So I believed that 22 IT model, and that is the trade. You should put your stop loss here, which is actually in my opinion too little big, at least here, at least there. Okay, maybe there. Okay, maybe. But if you want to put it here, it's up to you. I don't actually support those type of things. And then you have to take the partial. If you put the stop loss here, 23 handle, then your partial will be 25 handle around this area, and your target will be this buy side liquidity over here. Setup is everything to me. This one is the best 22 IT model. I forced the market here to take the buy because I used the volume imbalance. You guys can judge me. Is that a valid swing high for shifting market structure? I have used it because it has created that volume imbalance. So I forced the market. I got punished, even though I was afraid of this low, but I got punished. Okay, but this market structure shift, this setup is the best setup ever. There can't be more beautiful than this setup. Nothing can be more beautiful than this setup. I believe this setup will work. If it doesn't work, I'm okay with that. At the same time, I want to see a gap around this line. So there should be a gap here. Come on, baby, you're my friend, and I don't want you tonight. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I want you, baby. Baby, I don't want you. Don't you? I'll ask you the question. Is there anyone who is in this trade and took the partial at least 20 handle or 25 handle, whatever you see? If is there anyone who took that buy? You believe me or not, it's up to you, man. But I'm showing you the way you should trade. The setup is the best setup. You should take that buy setup with those people who are with me for so long. Okay, I'm just talking to them. Don't follow my trailing stop loss because I told that if I get stopped out here, I'll take re-entry over there. And I have explained why my stop loss will be here. Everything I have explained. So I will go like this way. But it doesn't, you don't need to do that. Take your entry, put your stop loss where you should put it, put your partial level where you should take the partial. If you put the stop loss here, 23 handle, your partial level has to be 25 handle. If you put the stop loss here, then your partial has to be 20 handle. The price is a bit messy here. I mean, no volatility. It is actually taking long time, but I believe very soon we are going to see the beautiful price action. At the same time, if you are looking for sell, please go for the sell. Why market left that clean lows? Because I believe that it's gonna be for later use, not now, for later. That's my idea to think about this sell side liquidity or this clean lows. It will go higher according to my bias, and then later it will fall for this liquidity. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. It's not going for the all-time high for forever, right? Anytime it will start to retrace, and that retracement will happen because of this sell side liquidity. Now, first thing I want to see a fair value gap around this line. If it doesn't do that, I'm in a big problem because I have the last fair value gap here. So I have to be very careful about this last fair value gap. If it make a fair value gap with this line, I'm safe. Otherwise, I have to trail the stop loss. If, for example, if I were in this trade, my stop loss would be here, just below this breakaway gap. I wouldn't hold my stop loss until this area anymore. That would be my stop loss. The time distortion for the macro can happen for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but it is happening from near about 1 hour, which I really don't like. And I should get the run around 230. 230 is a very strong level, it's very strong volatile area. I also didn't get that. If I were in this trade, my stop loss would be here now. I don't care about this market anymore. It has cleared that clean highs. Now it can fall for this clean lows now. I don't need to worry about this thing anymore. I can simply put my stop loss below the breakaway gap. If it doesn't work, I'll get stopped out with 9 handle. That is my priority. So here I'll get a loss for 13 handle. Here I'll get a loss for 9 handle. So 22 handle loss, I'm happy. I have made 70 handle around the morning session. So if I take like 22 handle loss over here, I should not worry about that. But it doesn't mean that I will hope, oh man, it will go for my target and then I will keep my stop loss over here. No, I don't like that way to trade. Yes, man, I have seen that. The 50-minute chart is showing the clear garbage. See this candle? It has made this candle. My stop loss is now here. just one tick below this week, just one tick below that week. Why? It has cleared the perfect liquidity. That means body closed above these lines. It has cleared the liquidity. I don't need to worry about this trade anymore. If it works, it will go higher. If it doesn't work, I'll get stopped out here by 5 handle, something like that. 13 handle loss, 5 handle, 18 handle loss. Okay, I'm safe. But where is your PDR over here? Entry fair value gap 50%. Order block min threshold has been traded. It doesn't need to come back again to the min threshold again. So I'll put it over here. Get stopped out. Happy for 5 handle. But don't want to keep it here for 14 handle by hoping that it will go higher, because I have already something left here. It can come back for this thing. I don't want to do that. So I'll put it over here. For the sake of this video, I'll just keep it here. Okay. 9 handle, I'll put it over. Last 1 2 3 15-minute candle didn't move anywhere, so I was in a wrong time actually, unfortunately. It will come to this fair value gap, and if I see it tapped to the 50% of this fair value gap, that dotted line, body perfectly respected, my stop loss would be to the break even. If I were in this trade, I have already got stopped out here. If I was in this trade, I have already got stopped out over there by 5 handle. Now brother, you can ask me, what is the benefit? What is the benefit of trailing stop loss? This market is not moving anywhere. Why I should hold the trade? It's not working. Why I should hold the trade? I don't see any logic, any reason to hold the trade. So I'll get stopped out over here with so much confidence. Okay, better brother. Market is not moving. I got stopped out. I'm happy with that. Simple. If the market moves, I'll get the boom very soon. If it doesn't move, I don't need to hold the trade. I can't close the trade. It's my problem. I can't close the trade. I tried a lot, but I can't kill the trade. So what I do, I trail the stop loss. Isn't it clear that 15-minute chart is telling that the market is not moving anywhere? Isn't it clear? This market is not moving anywhere. Just simply consolidating around the same area. What is the benefit to hold the trade by thinking that it will work, it will go higher one day? I don't see any logic over here to hold the trade. So trail the stop loss, get stopped out prematurely, or maybe it will work later. I don't care about them. I'll just let this go because it's not moving anywhere. The market is not good right now. I'll keep this one only. One more thing, this thing actually I'm showing from ICT himself from his last area about the fair value gap, upper quadrant of this fair value gap. See this parallel gap. This is the upper quadrant of this parallel gap. Still now this upper quadrant is holding the market. You can see how beautifully the bodies are respecting the upper quadrant of this parallel gap. It has already traded the 50% of this parallel gap, that is specific parallel gap, and the upper quadrant is holding the market. So beautifully it is holding the market. It has cleared that clean lows as well, clean highs as well. Let's see now it can move anywhere, like bull or buy, sell, it will move now. I believe so. And of course, as I'm bullish and there is still the valid 22 YT model, it will go higher. It will run now, brother. But it will run now. This 22 item model will work, man. This is the best 22 item model ever. It will work, man. Come on. Don't just get disappointed by this small time distortion or something like that. Don't get, I mean, disappointed. It will go higher. It's still now, this is inside the setup. Look at this setup from the liquidity, entry favorable cap, target. You will get your boom from this area. It was a bit time distortion. It will work. How much was my loss? Here was 13 handle. Here was 16 handle. That means 29 handle, right? This is one of the strongest parallel gap ever. This parallel gap, it is one of the strongest parallel gap ever. Why is that? Because this is the liquidity level parallel gap. It should not go below the 50% of this range. It should work with the upper portion of this parallel gap and then it should go higher. It should not go below the 50%. That means the discount level below that line. Should not go. If it goes, that means this can collapse. I have to expect the market to do something. By the way, please don't take this trade. If you have missed the entry opportunity from the 22 IT model, please don't take this trade. Okay, I just took this trade to mitigate my loss. That's all. I'm doing my journal, so I'm just trying to mitigate the loss. That's all. Need to take that risk. Actually, it's not a huge stop loss either way. Why I should take that for this? Just 16 and let this go. My idea was it's not coming here one more time because this parallel gap should hold the market and send it higher for at least for this buy side liquidity and for keep going higher for the buy. Okay, that is why I was trying to move my stop loss, but it is just 1600 and people will judge me. So I don't want to be judged. So let it go until this area. Those people who took the buy from the 22 YT model, your stop loss, if you put your stop loss below this low, your partial has to be here. That should be your partial exactly over here. That should be your partial at least. If you put a stop loss below here where I put it my stop loss, then your stop loss partial should be 20 handle. This is the fair value gap that should not be broken. It should hold the market, send it higher. One candle close, it can happen, which is called the fake breakout. Of course, it can happen. Sometimes this happen actually. The next candle will close above this candle. This candle is gonna be unbreakable. That means this market is nearly unable to break this candle anymore. This is called change in state of delivery. But first body has to close above this line, above this candle. Now this is one of the strongest order block ever you have seen in the market. This is that type of order block, which has been built with the liquidity level parallel gap. Ah, so boring, man. Just better the morning session. Come on, market, go to my target. A lot of people are waiting for the boom. What are you doing? Move faster. I'm really afraid of 3 p.m. candle because the 3 p.m. candle can be a bit volatile. But still, my stop loss is in a safe place, so I don't need to worry about that. Still, let me check if there is any. Okay, this low, that low. Perfect. We have the SMT as well. We have perfect SMT as well. Come on, market. Come on, come on, come on. Go for the trade. How long you would love to stay here? I really don't see any reason to hold the stop loss there, so I'll put it over there. I don't see any reason actually. So I'll do my own thing. Your job is to do your thing. Market is near 3 p.m. and it's not giving any kind of run to me. So I'm not interested to hold the stop loss until the 16 handle. Please don't trail the stop loss with me. It's really important. You guys don't do that with me. Otherwise, it's very difficult to explain the price action. Like this perfect 22 IT model, I trailed the stop loss. You have seen the stop out over here, but it is working so beautifully. The 22 IT model is working so beautifully, so beautifully, so beautifully, so beautifully. I had no idea this distortion is going to happen. So I trailed the stop loss depending on the price action. I got a stop out, and I'm okay with that. So I'm really afraid of holding the trade for so long. If it doesn't work with the price action, I love to get stopped out. I mean, not waiting for something big. I just would love to get stopped out and would love to stay away from the chart, wait for the next opportunity. I don't see any logic to hold the stop loss until here anymore. So I trade the stop loss to the most logical level, which is this order block low. So just below that order block. If it doesn't go now, maybe it will go around 3:30. In that meantime, it will do another this type of distortion, time distortion. I don't want to stay in this trade again for another 30 minutes, not moving anywhere. I don't like this type of shit. Will put my stop loss around 7 handle. Okay, perfect. Didn't okay, will get stopped out. All I can't do is close the trade prematurely. I can't do that. That is my only weakness. It's not good at all. 50-minute candle open and started to go higher. Not good at all. Come on, market, move. Looks like we are rejecting from 15-minute CB. That CB should be unseen. That means it should break that CB and keep going higher. I'll put my stop loss here, but for the sake of this conversation, I will keep my stop loss around this area. Just the this one, okay? I will keep it over here. But stop loss, I'm not interested to move it anymore. If it doesn't go now, it will never go. So I don't want to take that huge risk. Either way, if this gap is broken, that means the whole setup I have taken or the whole entry I have taken, depending on this gap, will be collapsed. So I don't need to worry about the stop loss anymore. The pushing button here was depending on this gap, just that gap. When market has built that gap, I push the button. Give it a bit more space, bit more space. Because this market has to go for the all-time high. That is why that CB I'm not giving any priority. But this market is not moving anywhere. That's not my fault. We'll have to keep this on here just to see if my trailing stop loss was bad or something like that. Just for me, okay? Market is not working with the price action. I have no way to hold the trade. And at the same time, you can see this market is just not moving anywhere, just consolidating around the same area. Yes, man, it's your choice, brother. It's your way to trade. My way to trade to trail the stop loss. I love to trail the stop loss because I know my limit where I should stop. And then if I can stop, I'm not hurting myself so far. But yeah, of course, you can be right, but maybe that will help you. But it helps me to trail the stop loss. This time it worked, maybe this time it won't work. So I have got stopped out here. Maybe I have missed one trade. I took re-entry here and got stopped out with this 15 handle. Isn't it better to get stopped out instead of 15 handle to get 7 handle? So I will split two loss all together. So 7 handle, 7 handle, 15 handle. It's better. But if it works, okay, perfect. Market is not working with the price action. I'm not interested to hold the trade. Let me talk about this price action. Here I was also holding the market. Okay, I was trailing the stop loss and the market was respecting. respecting the trade. If you come here, yesterday's price action. Here, I took the buy, take the partial, trailed the stop loss. Okay, got stopped out. Took the buy again, partial, trail stop loss, got stopped out. Took re-entry, trail stop loss, then I saved all of this run and I closed around 42 handle. So until the market is working with the price action, I'm good to go with the price. If it doesn't work with the price action, I don't feel good to hold the trade. I should close the trade. I can't do that. I just trail the stop loss. That's all, brother. This is my understanding, brother. Is the two bearish 15-minute candle or order block? I don't see any order block over there. I don't see any fair value gap over here. I don't see anything over there in this 15-minute chart, guys. Please don't focus on this small portion of this price. You're seeing here. You are just watching this price. No, it's not the price. Why you are watching this small portion of this price? This is not the price action, man. It's just consolidating. Market is not moving anywhere. Just consolidating. Watch the whole place, whole price action over here. What happened? This market come here, came back again until this last fair value gap. See this 15-minute last fair value gap? It came to this last fair value gap. After coming to this last fair value gap, this market went higher as well as it traded the order block. We talked about this actually around the morning session. Went higher. This is the unfilled fair value gap. That means market should leave. Sorry, it should leave this gap unfilled. As well as we have the inverse gap. So this market has traded this inverse gap. Look at this inverse gap. This is that inverse gap. Market has been traded that inverse gap. Now it will go for that standard deviation level. It's not bearish. It's a bullish market. But this PM session is kind of seek and destroy. It's not moving anywhere. So I tried 2 to 3 entries, small stop loss. Coming here one more time, okay? Forget about my trading. Forget about my trading. That was the first 22 IT model. I forced the market. I am saying the everything here. Even before pushing the button, I told that I am using this swing high by using that volume imbalance. See this volume imbalance? Just this is my market structure shift. You know the rules. It doesn't match with the rules. So it's not your market structure shift. This is the best 22 IT model. Entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. Took the buy from the entry gap, put your stop loss below the low, which has cleared the liquidity. If you don't, if you are not able to put your stop loss below the liquidity, as it is like more than 23, then just make it at least 20 handle. Just 20 handle, wherever it is. Okay. So I think this is 20 handle, a bit more here. Put the 20 handle, go for the partial around 20 handle, wherever the 20 handle is. I think this is the 20 handle, or you can hold the trade until the 25 handle. If you put your stop loss just below here, hold it here, let the market go. Even if it is time distortion, even if it is seek and destroy mode, your 22 white model is still working. If you have able to take the partial around 20 handle, for example, you took the partial around 20 handle here, put your stop loss to the break even. You got stopped out here by the break even. You got the partial around 20 handle, you are done for the trade. I have no idea why you guys are making it so much, thinking that this bearish gap is important, that all of this. Why this gap is important? Ask yourself why this gap is important. Look at this price action. Why this gap is important? Why this is the bearish order block? Why? Ask this question to you. I'm not able to show you the market. It will go higher. Trust me, man. It will go higher. Around the morning session, when this market started to fall, all of you, a lot of you has told that no, it's a bearish market. I was holding my bias. I'm trailing the stop loss here because I'm not feeling good here, so I'm trailing my stop loss. Don't trail the stop loss. Don't trail the stop loss. You are still bullish. This is a very nice 22 YT model. Let me remove everything. Make it so clean to you so that you can understand. Here, this is the 15-minute chart. This is the hourly bullish fair value gap from the hourly chart. So there is just hourly chart. Let me remove this line as well. Okay, this is the upper quadrant of that fair value gap which is holding. Market is perfectly holding the upper quadrant of that bullish fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to keep it here. Look at this run. This is that line. You know that market will come here. You have to believe me. Otherwise, how can I give you everything, man? How can I do that? You have to believe that it should trade that line. It should be bullish. This is the hourly bullish fair value gap. If you don't want to mark this hourly bullish fair value gap, come here in 15-minute chart. This is that 15-minute bullish fair value gap that should be unfilled in my opinion. As well as you have this inverse gap, right? Just look at this. It has the inverse gap. Market tapped to this inverse gap for the first time. There was the 22 YT model inside the lunch hour. We are not able to take that trade. Okay, no problem. We are waiting for the PM session. Market came back again here to either to this hourly gap as well as the 50-minute inverse fair value gap that I have marked around the morning session, as well as 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Why this gap is important to you guys? This is not even a gap. Look at this price action. It's just the sideways candle. Come to 1-minute chart now. What you are waiting for? 22 YT model. Where is your perfect market structure shift? If I ask you here, where is your perfect market structure shift? This is the only market structure shift which is perfect over here. Why did you push the button then over there? Brother, please follow what I have told you. This swing high has traded that fair value gap. Look at this fair value gap. It has traded that fair value gap. Nobody has confusion. Okay, no, it didn't trade that fair value gap. No problem. It has a swing high on its left. It has a swing high on its right. Both of them are below this swing high. It's a valid swing high for shifting market structure. You got the market structure shift. Entry fair value gap. Sorry, not this one. Entry fair value gap. Breakaway gap. Just let me mark them. Entry gap. Breakaway gap. Is that immediate reaction within after getting the market structure shift within 5 candle? Did it come here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth number candle has given you the entry from the entry gap. Take your buy. Where should be your stop loss? Below the liquidity taken. Where is your liquidity taken? It's very simple to mark, brother. Come on. This is the liquidity taken. Your stop loss has to be below this low, okay? How much it is? 23 handle. What I told you, if it is more than 23 handle or whatever it is, more than 20 handle, try to take entry either from this 50% or let it go, or at least put the stop loss inside the 20 handle if it support your idea or logic. What did I do in the morning session? Same entry gap, breakaway gap. I took my entry from the 50% because my stop loss was not supported. So I told that I will either let it go or I will try to take my entry from the 50%. So I took my entry from the 50% because it supported my idea. Same thing here. Took the entry here for the sake of this conversation. Put the stop loss below this one because it's just 1 or 2 handle more than that. Go for 20 handle partial, which is here. Put your stop loss to the break even. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to put your stop loss to the break even, or you want to take the partial around 25 handle, even though you should not do that because you don't have the liquidity. Yeah, you don't have the liquidity, so it's always better to take the partial around 20 handle. Take the partial around 20 handle, put your stop loss to the break even, get a stop out over here. You are done. You are profitable. It is time distortion, perfect. It is that perfect. It is that perfect. It is that perfect. No, it is a perfect 22 YT model. All I'm trying to show you the perfect 22 YT model. I have, man, you are seeing the reaction from this gap. Why this gap is important to you, man? Ask yourself, what is the importance of this gap? It will react from this gap and it will keep falling. That means you will take a loss. If you do that, be happy with that. It has no value to this market. This gap doesn't have any value. This market is not moving anywhere. Look at the 15-minute candles for last few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 hour. 1 hour, this market didn't move anywhere. Just nowhere. I don't give a shit about your thinking, brother. I don't talk about the insight. I'm showing you everything. This is the model. I think you are new here, Ahmad. That is why you are talking these things. It's not hindsight. Everything is here. 22 item model, put your stop loss to the logical level and take your partial. Everything is here. Okay? You don't need to worry about the price anymore. It is seek and destroy mode. Still, it will give me the profit, what I need. Here I moved my stop loss, right? Like Hamad told that. That's why I don't move the stop loss. That is the reason I move my stop loss. I don't like that huge risk. The PDRA didn't react here, so I will better get stopped out, or I will better stay out of this market with a very smaller loss. Yeah, this time it worked, but this time I have found a better opportunity. I would have 15 handle loss where I have got 7 handle loss. I'm more than happy to get that 7 handle loss instead of 15 handle loss. This is just a seek and destroy mode price action because this market is not moving anywhere. Even if inside this price action, you will get your boom by the 22 YT model. If you put your entry in the right place, if you put your stop loss in the right place, if you put your partial level in the right place, if you take the part, I mean, move your stop loss after taking the partial exactly where you should put, you will get your boom. Even inside this perfect seek and destroy mode, you will get your boom. Simple, brother. By the way, if is there anyone who can tell me that where is the sniper line to this setup? This one is the perfect 22 YT model. If is there anyone who can tell me where is the sniper line? Is the sniper line did work or not? Just let me know. This sniper line worked perfectly. That one, it worked perfectly. I really would love to know is this sniper line worked or not. If anyone is able to mark the sniper line for me, I'll be happy for you guys. Please. I will actually hide these things. You will say that you took the loss, that's why you are hiding. When I take the boom, still I hide that one because people actually see judge so fast. They judge so fast, and I also don't like to hold these things. Also, you have the SMT here, which is the perfect SMT. Forgot about the SMT, by the way. Brother, don't listen to these guys. They lost and looking for drama. It's always better to have those type of people. This is not a good price action. As I love to work with the price action, right? If the price is supporting the PDRA, I'm happy to hold that trade. If it doesn't, I'm not happy to hold the PDRA. I mean that trade. I'm good to go with that loss. Yeah, I agree with you guys. That first trade I took, it was kind of forcing the market. It was absolutely forcing the market. I was forcing the market. This swing high has traded that volume less. I never say that this is a perfect swing high for shifting market structure. I clearly told that go back. It is in this live. It has traded that volume imbalance. I am using this high for shifting market structure. Clearly tell that. It happened. I told that this is the best 22 YT model. So this is the best setup. I put my stop loss actually here, which was 18.5. You can see at just go a bit earlier. I can show it to you. like 24,727.50, 24,727.50, 22,727.50. See here, that was my stop loss. It never stopped me out. Instead of that, it gave me my partial over here. And later I trailed the stop loss because I was not liking this, the way this market was working. So I trailed my stop loss and took a bit smaller stop loss, 13 handle stop loss, and then I took another 7 handle stop loss. I'm okay with that. Market is not working with the PDRA. I got a smaller stop loss and I got a stop loss. Sniper line is at 24,375 to 10 p.m. No, it's not from the 1 minute chart, it's from the 30-second chart, brother. It has to be from 30-second chart. My last hope is around 330. If there is any movement or any kind of volatility, it will be around 330. Market is not moving anywhere. So just nowhere. This is a very simple area. One model have appeared, one one entry so far. Just one entry, nothing else. Until then, there is nothing else. Yes, sir. It is bouncing in between one standard deviation and 0.75 standard deviation. It is bouncing between them. Oh my goodness. Last 1 hour, it is just doing a lot of consolidation. So if that was a fall, I was really happy to see this fall, and then it started to consolidating. What a luck, man. I came to this PM session and it just started to consolidate. And because of the some shit, I break my rules. Okay. I'll wait until 3:30 to get the volatility. If it doesn't provide the volatility around 3:30, there's no need to wait. I mean, it's stop in front of this one. By the way, if there anyone who took the buy from this 22 IT model and didn't get stopped out, at least got the partial. Is there anyone? Or you took the entry but you got stopped out with me for like trailing stop loss, you got stopped out. Who did these things? Is there anyone who got the profit or at least the partial and didn't get stopped out? Sniper line is from the body or the wick? I think it's from the body. If I'm not wrong, it's from the body, I guess. Sniper line 23 per 30-second chart, 2 p.m. candle. I don't know, brother. I have no opportunity. That's why I'm asking. I'm not able to go 30-second chart. That's why I'm asking. If you have the opportunity to go 30-second chart, let me know where is the sniper line. Yang, sorry, sniper did its job already. Oh, okay, so the sniper line has been worked already. I didn't know that. Can you please tell me where is the sniper line, Gangjong? Just tell me the week, okay? Wherever the week is, just let me know the week. Just let me know the price over here. I think you write it down in a wrong way, brother. 2427 is not here. Okay, it was 24/7 to 8.25. 27/7 to 8.25. I think I'm going to be the fan of the sniper line. Later, I will go for the sniper line entry only. For 5 handle, it has provided 40 handle. Wow. This Baragan has built a concept. It's really so awesome. I really love the concept, the sniper line concept. All I have to mark the perfect 22 IT model, then I have to wait for the sniper line. Here, that was another perfect 22 IT model, and the sniper line was here somewhere. I don't remember where was the sniper line. That line also provided a huge run. I'm getting the fan of this sniper line. Let's see if the volatility come here toward the buy side liquidity. I'll try to frame the another entry. If it doesn't, then there is no need to sit in front of the chart. 244. Okay, yeah, here I can see around here. It touched the line around this area. I think it's from the week. I don't know exactly why it is from the week or the body. I think it's from the week. Paragon will be able to tell us that, but he's not here as well. We'll see that later. I'll wait for 2 more minutes to see some kind of volatility here toward the buy side liquidity. If not, then no trade for me at this PM session. Okay. I fall into the choppy price action around this PM session. Bad luck to me. By the way, this swing, this is not a swing high for shifting market structure. So if even if you would love market, don't do that. Even if it works, don't don't go for this trade. Okay, please don't do that. So I don't think so. It's worthy to sit over here and wait for the another opportunity. It's better to wait for the next day, find out another opportunity, I guess. I was worried about the sniper line, but it has worked already. Yeah, it has already worked. That one, this one also worked. This one has worked already. This one also has worked already. So either way, both of them has worked already. Next time I have to put my stop loss below the sniper line. I have to be careful about this Paragon sniper line. And I will be careful about that. Okay guys, I think this PM session was really disaster. Market didn't just move anywhere. For last 1.5 hours, it was just consolidating around the same area. But even if you really would love to use this market structure shift, even from the fair value gap, it has provided you 20 handle partial. And if you really went for the sniper lane, of course you have got near about 40 handles, something like that. But either way, it's good. Uh, Not a good price action this PM session, I believe so. Even if you are looking for sell, I don't see any selling opportunity here. Of course, we can do a lot of gambling, like it's up to them. That is different model, I mean different matter. But otherwise, it's not a good session around the PM session. But tomorrow, as the line is not traded yet, I'll keep looking for the buy for this line. If today buy anyhow before closing market close out this line, I'll keep looking for the buy until that line. If it doesn't do that, then tomorrow I'll also keep looking for the buying opportunity. And I believe that it will start to reverse again from the 50% of the inverse parabolic from 15-minute chart. If it do that, I have no intention to enter into this market anymore. So we'll wait for the tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new opportunity. It's a new day, new opportunity. That's all. Around the morning session, we have found a huge profit, but around the PM session, I have taken two losses, three losses, I guess, because the first one was forcing. So three losses was not a good session for me. But I am happy because my stop loss was very small, small, small. 13 handle, 15 handle, and 7 handle. It's good. Wait for the next opportunity from tomorrow. So thank you guys for being over here. Until tomorrow, cheers, guys. Oh, by the way, I'm not interested to look for sell. No sell is valid to me. If the sell has to be happen, then it has to happen below this area. So when the market will close below this area, then there is a possibility that you will look for the sell. Other than that, no sell should be happen here. Market is bearish, I don't care. This is illogical to take the sell around this area. I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. I told you that when you go to update trading view, there is an option, change it to monthly and see how many months are covered by your portfolio. Try it, bro. Need help? Send me DM in Discord. Okay, brother. I'll talk to you around the weekend then. Not today, that's for sure. I'll talk to you around the weekend, so we'll figure that out, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Until the next time, cheers, guys.